Hey, listen, I couldn't believe, Rowan, the ABC's lineup of shows for next year. Now, remember, it's taxpayer funded. Its lineup includes a 4-part drama, 4 parts on the Morrison government's robo-debt scandal, when the government used, faulty assumptions of computer model to accuse a lot of Australians of taking more Centrelink handouts than they were entitled to. The blurb is scandalous, shocking, shakedown, ABC's gripping new drama exploring the human costs of the robo-debt scandal. And it comes just after SBS also ran a miniseries, 3 parts, The People versus Robo-Debt, just this year. I mean, what's going on here? Have there been no Labor disasters to dramatise?
Well, we can get onto that in a second, Andrew. I can think of far more compelling viewing than Robo-Debt. I mean, most people, if you said to them there's a film about Robo-Debt, they'd assume it was a kind of cyborg Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator type thing. They wouldn't really be aware of what you were talking about. But the pathetic thing here is, as with everything with the ABC, you have to ask yourself, would it survive in the open market? In other words, if you took this idea, this script along to, some film funder, some production company, and said, hey, we've got this great idea, it's got, Scott Morrison, and there's Robo-Debt, and there's this, and there's that, I think you wouldn't get past the door. But if, however, you were to say, I've got a script based on, I don't know, a cover-up of a rape scandal in Parliament and various characters, I think your script would get the tick straight away. Or even if you came up with a script about an individual who's so obsessed with his green ideology that he plans to destroy the entire country with windmills and solar panels, you'd probably have a better film out of that as well. Robo-Debt, I mean, seriously, it's taxpayer money being spent. It's 2 pathetic. Taxpayer
organisations individually do it's a mini-series on the robo-debt scandal years after it was resolved. And honestly, they are funded. There's a missing step here. They were also funded by taxpayers as well. They weren't just commissioned by the ABC, they were funded by various Commonwealth groups. I mean, it's just disgusting. Just quickly, Rowan, $45,000 meanwhile for a party to say goodbye to Managing Director David Anderson. Is it fair enough that you and I and the viewers were made to pay for it?
Absolutely not. And this is, again, just what a disgrace the ABC are. They treat our money as if it's paper money that they can throw around. They pay their executives more than they would earn out in the private sector. It used to be that public servants were paid less because they had the job security. That's all been turned on its head. Public servants all earn more than they would do in the private sector, funded by the taxpayer. And then they carry on with this myth that they've got to have all the perks of the private sector, the fancy parties, the travel and whatever, all on the taxpayer dime. The reality is this bloke was paid $1 million or so a year. I would argue, and others might disagree, but I would argue that the ABC's content, both in news and in non-news, is far less than it was a decade or so ago. That might be his fault or not.
Its audience.
I don't know. But I would, and the
as
audience.
Is its audience, Rowan.
Exactly.
The radio
and the
audience
ratings
is
are much
way
lower.
down. Rowan Dean, absolutely correct. Thank you so much for your time.